Good morning and welcome to Today in L.A. My name is Mike Amos. He's Forrest Lee, and we're in our studios on South Brundage Street in Troy, Alabama, where we're coming to you today. And of course, it's Hump Day, as we say, Wednesday. And of course, the exciting part of the day is for you golfers out there who plan on staying up at 12 o'clock to see the U.S. Open start at 12 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, the British Open. And Mike did not call me and say, Forrest, wear light blue today, but have on blue. But, yeah, you can watch it about 12:30 tonight, the British Open, or the Open.
Yeah, the Open, yeah.
In Sandwich. It's located in Sandwich, England. And they'll be playing at the Royal St. George course there. And today's a big day for Crow's Chicken and the Chicken Shack of Luverne. You know, they're two of the finalists for the best chicken fingers in Alabama. Around 10:30, I think, they're going to visit Crow's Chicken in Brundage today, Miss Patsy Gibson. And then about 12:30, they're going to roll down to Luverne and check out the chicken fingers at the Chicken Shack. And then tomorrow, they'll be going to two locations, one near Decatur in Morgan County called Bobby's Restaurant in Eva. And then in Jackson County, Jay's Hole in the Wall in Bryant. That's in Jackson County.
Yeah.
So today they'll be in Brundage, and then they'll be in Luverne.
Will this day decide who wins this week?
Right. They'll visit two today and two tomorrow. They'll probably announce their winner probably this weekend or Monday. So good luck to all you.
I know it.
I'm a favorite of Crow's Chicken and the Chicken Shack, so I want to split my vote. I love them both.
Oh boy, that is quite a deal, and we wish them all good luck. And of course, as we mentioned, the British Open today, and from those beautiful places. Now the thing about it, I don't know why it's always like this, but it doesn't look like the sun ever shines on the British Open. It's always overcast. It looks like rain.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? And it's cold.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, so these guys have to prepare for
and
that.
windy.
And of course, all you got to do is look at John Ram, the #1 rated player in the world. He would have to be the favorite.
One of the favorites, yes.
Gosh, you look at all the other great players. To me, it's the toughest thing to do in sports is to win a golf tournament, I would think. Wouldn't you think?
I think so. It's one of the toughest things. And, for somebody to dominate the sport is pretty rare. But I'd say Ram's at the top of the heat right now.
But, of course, and everybody talks about DeChambeau, and he dances to his own fiddle evidently, but he has got to be in the running, and then McIlroy and his home. Well, he's actually from Scotland, isn't he? McIlroy is. Is that right?
I can't remember where, but Mac's from.
And of course he is. I would think the crowd's favorite. Then Jordan Spieth. A lot of people think Jordan Spieth is playing better golf than anybody out there, but it takes. He won the Masters, he won the U.S. Open, he's won the British Open, but so a lot of people think he's going to be in the middle of it. Then Dustin Johnson, you don't know what happened to Dustin Johnson. He just sort of fallen off the table a little bit, but so you just go on and on with great golfers in this thing. And like you said earlier, before we got started, is hey, you can watch golf tonight at 12 o'clock.
And another thing that's going on, Mike, is not only that, in the United States, the regular PGA, the Barbasol Championship will be held in Nicholsonville, Kentucky, at the King Trace Golf Course. So those people who did not qualify for the British Open, they have a chance to win some money there in Kentucky.
I don't know how many years back it was, but they had it in Opelika one time. Did you know that? The Barbasol Barbershop.
Barbershop.
That's
Yes, sir.
exactly the shaving cream I use. You can tell I got a good shave this morning. But those it gives those guys an opportunity to win.
Speaking of golf, we had, since I've been at the golf course in Brundage for a little over a year, probably had our best day yesterday.
Oh, really?
On a Tuesday. I mean,
Yeah.
for a Tuesday, it was a great day. And I want to mention this: every Tuesday at 5:30, we have what we call a Jack and Jill tournament. So anybody can show up, and it's $12 to play 9 holes with a cart. And then they just randomly draw, and you'll be on a team of 3 or 4, and you play best ball.
Oh, really?
And that gets you to, it gets people, on the course, and you.
And that's every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
I haven't even been playing the golf, but like I told my wife one day, if I just went out there and putted, I could make a difference,
Right. Yes, sir. And at the 24th and 25th of July, there's a 2-person scramble, so you can call the country club and get signed up for that. But there's a 2-person scramble. It's a 2-day tournament. I think it's $120 per person. They'll flight you after the first day. They have
$120 per person.
Yes, sir. And they have a Calcutta, and it's be a big event.
And that will
nice supper.
That will be
in Brundage.
I know it, but it will be in 2 weeks.
It's going to be the 23rd. No, it's going to be the 24th and 25th of July.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
And,
a lot of fun.
It's a 2-person scramble.
I tell you, Forrest, you've added a little excitement to that place down there. You've gotten involved in it, and more and more people are using the Brundage course that they ever was.
Well, I'll say this: when I was in high school, the guys would always say, "Don't call my name, don't get me involved." It wasn't me, but there's more to it. I want to especially highlight Mr. Donnie Mobley. Donnie's there just about every day. He's the board president, and we have a fella who's been on the, he's like our superintendent of the greens and the whole course. And his name's Calvin Buzan. I love Calvin. He can do anything and can fix just about anything. And it's just a nice 9-hole course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's not far from Troy. It's about 10 miles, and we're open Tuesday.
You talking about yesterday though. Here we got somebody coming in.
No, the phones.
Let's see.
Not
It
connected.
might be.
Something's going on with the phone. But anyway,
we'll get it going in a minute. But of course, is a dial tone?
no, sir, Steve. I think somebody's trying to call in, but it's not reaching us here.
Yeah, we don't. We'll take a short break. We'll be back.
Okay.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
$29 down and payment as low as $99 a month. Yes. Now through Monday, $29 down and $99 a month. Yeah. $29 delivered. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop at PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance. Whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies, Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance needs.
Right now, you can join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. We're keeping things squeaky clean with tons of equipment and plenty of space to spread out while you work out. And check out the crowd meter in our free app to pick the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Join in club or at planetfitness.com.
Planet Fitness is open in Troy. Join now for zero enrollment and $10 a month. Hurry, deal ends June 8th.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Back to our show, brought to you by the Withington Group, and of course, remember, you're in good hands with Allstate. See Perry Green at the Withington Group right here in Troy, and Johnny Withington's one of my old best buddies and played ball together. And you talk about a guy that would get after you. Old Johnny Withington would get after you on the football field, and he took it serious. You know, just a few of us really took it serious, and
Yes,
he and I were that way. That hey, we were out there to hit, and whenever we were off the field, we were perfect gentlemen.
There you go. Know when to turn it on and know when to turn it off.
Good morning, Nick. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Nick's shaving this morning. He's getting all that beard away, and of course, he's one of my dear friends. And you know, during all this, that over the last year, we've suffered some real heartbreaks.
Yes,
You know, lost Jimmy Lunsford, one of my all-time favorite people. No question about it. One of the best people I knew. He was the guy that did everything he could to help his community grow and prosper. And then at the same time, he had so many friends. I don't know if anybody has touched more people in Troy than Jimmy Lunsford did.
He laid a lot of good groundwork.
And then, of course, you know, there's just so many people, you
Miss
know.
Glenda Locklear.
Yeah, Carla Guthrie, and, you know, and you're talking about
Mrs.
another
DeShera,
great guy.
Mrs. DeShera.
Yeah, exactly.
Goshen lost Pork Chop Thomas, Mike Thomas. And Mike, you had mentioned earlier that
DeShera, of course, you know, wonderful person.
you mentioned earlier before the show started that Miss Margie White Kelly passed away.
That's right, Margie White. Margie White Kelly, married to Phil Kelly, the great singer. And I'll tell you, her daddy owned worlds of land in North Pike County, and
Yes, sir.
that's where our Skinno Hunting Club was on his property for years. They let us run those dogs. And a lot of people won't let you run dogs, but the Skinno Club ran dogs up until I think maybe this past year or 2 years ago. They don't allow them to do it, but it was great hunting.
Yes.
And that's where old Hank used to love to come. He used to, Hank Williams used to go down and hunt
Hank
with
Senior or Hank Junior?
Hank Jr.
Hank Jr. Okay.
Yeah, Hank Jr. And,
Well, Miss.
all right, let's hit.
Good morning. Welcome to Today in L.A.
Tell you what, I didn't know if I was going to get on or not.
Yeah,
You're on, my friend.
We're
You're
on.
on. Mike Amos calling in from Drayton Beach, Florida. Is it looking good down there?
Yeah, it's sun's out, looks pretty. We're hoping for no rain for a few days. It'd be nice to drop a little bit more.
You know, people don't understand a little bit about what you face, you know, when you want to go play, you know, go to the beach. But tell them about this little river that runs into the Gulf. How does that work?
Well, it's Eastern Lake and Western Lake's in Graydon, so it's just a I guess, naturally formed lake, dune lakes is what they call them, that have kind of formed thousands of years ago around the sand dunes. And Western Lake goes to watercolor towards Seaside and then runs through Graydon State Park into actually Graydon where I live. And then actually some of it goes through my property here through a creek to the other side of the state park, which is kind of more marshland. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those natural phenomenons that it sometimes breaks the sand open to the Gulf of Mexico, and you have a flowing Gulf of Mexico into the lake, or sometimes you have the lake flowing out of the Gulf of Mexico.
And the great thing about it is a lot of people, a lot of kids and grown-ups they wave.
It's kind of like a huge kiddie pool.
Yeah, and they wave, you know, they go in there, and just wonderful setup. And then on the beach side, Mike, you've got the people that can drive their trucks in there. To me, I want to say it's one of the very few places on the Gulf of Mexico that you can actually drive your vehicle on the beach. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely one of the only places on the Florida Panhandle. I know they still do it in Daytona and some other places.
That's on the other side, yeah. The Pacific. That's the.
I tell you what, I was watching Shark Week last night, and they're in South Carolina, and I couldn't get over all the sharks in the Atlantic Ocean. They were feeding on a dead whale. That was pretty amazing. A lot of people like Shark Week, and
yeah, I know.
And they're great white sharks.
Yeah, oh, that's scary. So you're right on the Pacific side, Atlantic side. I mean, there's you always hear about somebody getting bit by a shark.
So there's a lot of people down there still. I mean, it's still just everywhere you go. You got to be careful down here more than anything. Is you get behind all these golf carts and they can only go 20 miles an hour, and then everybody's trying to pass the golf carts, and that almost causes wrecks. And then you got bicycles. You literally have kids turning corners and going as fast as they possibly can, and you almost hit them. And then you got these electric bikes that are passing you going 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
These electric bikes down here are unbelievable how fast they go.
Of course, the famous Red Bar restaurant is back open, and what the deal with them for is they load up and catch a shuttle into the restaurant because they don't have the parking for the people, so they catch a shuttle in there, and it's really more people than you realize, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, the county has a big parking lot up there north of 30A that they set up that all the people that work at Seaside have to park at, and then all the people that work in Brayton have to park at, and then they have another area where they have all these safari shuttles that the county built where you can get on the back of these big trucks.
Yeah.
And then Red Bar has shuttles, Seaside has shuttles. You can't park at Seaside anymore. So if you want to go to Seaside, you either have to get on the shuttle or you have to valet.
I know it's amazing. That's
how big Seaside's gotten.
I know it, man. I tell you, that is it's something to see how they they bring all those people in, and man, it look. And now, have they actually blocked it off at Seaside?
Yeah, it's totally blocked off at Seaside now. You cannot park
isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Oh.
City center.
But it's a beautiful place. One day I'm gonna.
It's great with the kids, the big amphitheater, and all the kids can run around, and you don't have to worry about them running across to the shops and the restaurants.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. One of these days I'm gonna get Forrest and Rice to get in my truck, and we're gonna drive down there and have lunch and turn around and come back.
Yeah, I read Rice's article he did on me. He did a good job. I had that sent to me last night, and a digital copy, and I was able to look at my picture with you and Larry Blakely. That was a fun show.
Oh yeah, that was a good picture of you too. And
Larry looked like he was 30 years old.
Yeah.
My wife asked me why I don't dress like that anymore. She said that's the guy I started dating, and that's the guy I dressed up like that.
Yeah. So since you got married, you don't have to worry about it. Is that right?
We went to an Auburn, Alabama game one time, and we were coaches, and I wore that blazer, and Dad and I were in the end zone with all these other coaches, and I think I got a call after the game that we were on camera like 5 times during the Auburn, Alabama game.
Yeah.
Because we were in that end zone where everything was happening.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you and I have had a lot of fond memories that we could recant to a lot of people, about games we've gone to see together. It's always been fun.
Talking about college.
Yeah, I think one of the most exciting games was actually lost when Tanner Jones came in late and drove Troy for not a winning touchdown, but a winning touchdown in Vegas. When Troy got beat by Georgia one time, 45 to 35.
That's right.
In Athens one day. That was a celebration that not everybody understood.
Yeah. But, the game I reckon that I remember more than that was the Middle Tennessee game where Middle Tennessee and Troy were playing for the right to go to New Orleans to the bowl game, And I think they led by 10 points with just 3 or 4 minutes left to go in the game, and the announcer says tickets for the Middle Tennessee bowl game are now on sale down here at the east north gate or whatever. And they forgot the game wasn't over yet, and Troy came back and beat them, and that was a super game for Troy over the years.
Yeah, Gary Banks called the winning touchdown pass.
And now he's on the staff at Troy. Right?
He interned for me at the middle school. Gary Banks
Great
did.
kid, yes sir.
Sure did.
Smokey Hampton made a big catch, and then Troy got an onside kick.
Yeah, the guy that got the onside kick.
Dad and I were in the car outside the stadium leaving.
Yeah, that's right. We'd given up on them too. But it was a fabulous win for Troy, and one that I think will always be special. That Troy was able to come back and win.
That was Tony Franklin's first year as offensive coordinator, and I know we started the year. We went up to UAB and played UAB and just got blown out. Probably had like 150 yards of offense, and we were just like thinking to ourselves, this spread offense is not going to work at Troy. And little did we know by the end of the season how good we would have been.
I tell you, Robinson, what is his name? Robinson, the quarterback.
Corey wasn't the quarterback. That was who was the quarterback on that team?
But he was sitting up in the bleachers with us. You remember that? He wasn't with us.
That was a different time. He was sitting up on the bleachers.
Well,
that's a good question. Who was the quarterback in the Miracle game?
It's hard to do. But I know this: Larry Blakely.
Was it Omar Huggerbrooks?
It might have been. I tell you what. Think back on this. Larry Blakeney never had a poor quarterback. He always had a good quarterback, if you'll remember. And, you can just go down the list and all the great quarterbacks that Troy's had, and most of them were coached by Larry Blakeney.
He had after Brock Nutter graduated, we had a couple of years of not good quarterbacks. I do remember that.
When you mention Brock Nutter.
Hansel Bearden after he replaced Nutter was not great.
Yeah, that's right. He had his moments, though. I remember he came in against Maryland. I was up at Maryland for that game, and he came into the game, and he looked like an All-American, but we got beat. But he really looked good.
I've got to think that was Omar Huggerbrooks against Middle.
Omar Hogebug, we probably don't give him the respect that he's due. He was a great quarterback at Troy. I know that.
What year was that, Michael? You think?
It's called the Miracle in Murfreesboro. It would have to be around 2006 or 7.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Troy won 21-20. Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see if I can. I don't know if it's letting me pull up the stats, but anyway.
But they were selling the bowl tickets at the gate, the north gate, and advertised that the game will be on a certain date, and they all these Middle Tennessee State fans were going down there and buying tickets.
Yeah, I think it was a shocking as a Troy fan. Troy came back and won, and then next thing you know, you're literally walking the streets of New Orleans on Bourbon Street.
That's right.
And there's Rice fans everywhere and Troy fans everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all you saw was Rice and Troy fans.
That's
everywhere.
right. It was big.
And you realize for the first time Troy was in a bowl game in the Superdome.
Yeah.
I think as a Troy fan, that was
something. Yes, sir.
Disbelief.
You're exactly right. You know what?
You kind of realized you had finally made it.
If Troy could go to the New Orleans Bowl every year, I'd just love it. Because that is a great bowl game. You remember that they had graduation for these players one night, and Archie Manning was at his hotel, and this was adjacent to his hotel, and he enjoyed the whole thing, didn't he? You remember that?
I think the only time Troy lost in New Orleans was the 7 minutes in double overtime.
That
Troy always played well in New Orleans.
Yeah. That was Omar Pogglebook
That's right. Yeah.
was the quarterback.
Isn't that amazing?
I knew it had to be a great quarterback.
Henry Chubb recovered the onside kick. Henry
That's right.
Chubb.
That was big.
And but
Yeah,
you know,
that was one of those games where Troy had the ball so many times and so many chances late. And I just told Dad, I said, this is not meant to be. We couldn't score. We had the opportunities, and then you just felt like time was running out.
And then
like many times in our lives, we got the card left.
well, I will tell you this, that one of the hardest losses to me was against Southern Miss, because we were so much better than Southern Miss that year. And the big play of the game was, it was third down, I reckon, and about 10, 12 yards to go for a first down. Well, we complete the pass, and if he goes forward, he's going to get the first down easy, and the game's going to be over with. I mean, we'll win on down, with the time running. And what happens is that he tried to make something happen to gain more yardage, and he ran back against the grain, and he got tackled, and he didn't make the first down. They kick a field goal and tie us, and then we lost in overtime, 3-0.
hey, Michael, did you see D. Powell, who played for Bear Bryant, one of the Junction boys, passed
That's
away
right.
at 85. He was the center. He was one of 38 players, to finish the Junction, and he was a walk-on at the time. That first year, they went 1-9 under Bear Bryant, undermanned, and then the next year they were 9-0-1 in the Southwest Conference champions. He coached 1 year at Alabama. Then he joined the United States Air Force. Then he came back, and he served as a coach when they won the national championships in 64, 78, and 79. He was in the athletic department at both Auburn and Alabama, and he's credited with spearheading the multi-million-dollar fundraising effort for the new library that's at Auburn now.
Yeah.
So hats off to Coach D. Powell.
That's right. D. Powell played with John David Crow, the great. He won the Heisman Trophy, I want to say, that year. And
there's a song called John David Crow, the Snake, and Broadway Joe.
That's
And
right.
he's credited with recruiting Ken Stabler.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I read in the article as well.
Yeah, there's a good article about Kenny Stabler's football camp in Marion, Dad.
Yeah, I used to go to that every year.
You know why it came to an end is Paul Feinbaum, of all people. Danny Sheraton was part of the article. Feinbaum, was trying to get his name out there early when he was working for the Birmingham News or Birmingham Post-Herald, and Feinbaum wrote a scathing interview. Article about what was going on there, about all the pro players and Stabler drinking beer.
Oh yeah.
And then having parties afterwards. And apparently, Stabler was so nice to let Feinbaum ride along. And apparently, Feinbaum rode with him to Selma one night, and things got really out of hand. And Feinbaum, of course, being a journalist, printed all of this. And then everybody wanted to take their kids out of the camp. After Stabler stopped doing the camp, Marty Lyons took over the camp and did it for 3 years.
Yeah, but I used to go there because I knew about I'd just take some of my work over there that I could just say I went over there to do my job, and then afterwards when Stabler would have his parties, it was a lot of fun.
Kenny Stabler.
And he was probably my all-time favorite player. The next one would be Johnny Musso, and
Number 22.
And then probably the next one would be Stedman Shealy was one of my all-time favorites too.
And Musso leaves the field to change his jersey out.
Marty Lyons played for the Jets for like 12 years.
Oh yeah.
He was a great NFL player.
Baumhauer was the same way. Baumhauer, I haven't heard any more about his restaurant coming to Troy. I hope it does. But Baumhauer, he played with Lions. The Lions played with the Jets, and he played with the Miami Dolphins. Yeah.
Well, Michael, we have another team from Troy going to the World Series. Our 6 and under girls softball team will be going to Alexandria, Louisiana. The 8 and under boys will be going to Laurel, Mississippi. And yesterday, the Troy Ozone boys will be going to Laurel, Mississippi to the World Series.
Oh, man.
They beat AUM 4-2 to claim the title. And I was going to mention those team members. First of all, the coaches are Brad Garrett, Tommy Stewart, Dax Pugh, and it shows Dan Smith and David Dickey in the picture.
Yeah.
But the players are Cole Garrett, Braden Shirley, Garrett Whitaker, Kellen Stewart, Damian Williams, Ben Cochran, Owen Pugh, Ridge Hicks, Tucker Vaughn, Clay Johnson, Cooper Johnson, Charlie Fountain. Those are the 8. Those boys will be going to Laurel, Mississippi sometime in August.
And
for the
when
World
you're calling
Series.
those names out, I can remember their dads playing.
Fruit in the tree.
I was watching that 8 and under group, ladies and gentlemen. They won 3 straight games in one day. They won a game at 10 o'clock against the Montgomery team. Then they turned around and beat them again at 12 o'clock, and then beat Enterprise for the championship.
Right.
All back-to-back games out of the sportsplex.
That's a league where the coach actually throws.
Yeah, that's right. The coach throws. It's a pitch. Coach pitch league.
They throw overhand or underhand?
Overhand.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's hard to throw strikes, and in fact the kid, the man that coached for Enterprise, he was having trouble throwing strikes, and I think that was one of the reasons that Troy won the game.
That's right. They headed to Mississippi.
Yeah, exactly right. So
and that's not really that far a drive.
They're going to the same place. Is that right?
As the 8 and under, and the Troy Ozone will be going to the same place,
isn't that amazing?
Laurel, Mississippi, but at different times.
Yeah. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And Laurel, I went to a tournament over at Laurel with Troy Cable. We took a camera guy with us, and we spent the night over there and had a good time. And I was riding around, and I pulled in and was talking to a guy there. I said, what's there to do around here in Laurel, Mississippi? He said, well, you go down here, you take a right, and you're dead end, and there's a casino down there. And when I was doing my taxes later on, I said, oh, I don't even remember this. I won a jackpot while I was down there. Lucky.
In Alabama.com today, I want to mention this too, but the United States News and World Report recently released the 2021 rankings for top high schools in the state of Alabama. Locally, we have Headland High School listed, Enterprise High School, the Alabama Virtual Academy in Eufaula, G.W. Long, and Pike County High School has been listed as one of the top high schools in the state of Alabama.
Isn't that amazing?
And they got several qualifying features, but congratulations to Dr. Mark Bazell and Pike County Schools for being listed.
Tell me about Eufaula. What is that Eufaula
It says the Alabama Virtual Academy at Eufaula City Schools in Eufaula, Alabama. They have 4 high schools there in that area. But I guess they serve that area virtually.
They have Lakeside Academy, the private school there.
Well, this is the public school.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes, sir.
But that is...
talk about math and reading proficiency, college prep, performance.
You talk about innovative. Pike County, they have a bank. The kids can bank there at school.
And they can learn how to fly.
Yeah, learn how to
There's
fly.
a flying academy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and but anyway, I want to throw that out. And Mike, I want to ask you about Terrell Pryor at Ohio State. Should they reinstate their win-loss records and put those stats back in?
I don't know. I mean, when they actually submitted the act, it was against the rules. So I just don't know how you can change players selling their textbooks.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, if you let one university do it, you're going to have to let them all do it. You're going to have to get Reggie Bush's Heisman back. You're going to have to give him his records back.
They call them the
Terrell
tattoo.
Pryor sold autographs and merchandise to receive free tattoos. Him and
Right.
5 other guys.
Yeah, they call them the Tattoo 5, and the same thing for Reggie Bush at Southern Cal.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's wanting to
Trustwell had to resign over it. You know,
He sure
Trustwell was
did.
a great coach at Ohio
Oh,
Yeah.
State.
great coach.
because he knew of it and did not report it, according to the report I read this morning. So,
I mean, you know, Florida State had an issue with that under Bowden. You know, they were selling tennis
Yeah,
shoes and
that's
stuff.
right.
Or Free Shoe University or whatever. So
You know, a lot of people used to refer
I don't
to
know what you do.
a lot of people used to refer to Florida State as the Florida State criminals.
well, you know, Kansas is under fire again because supposedly Les Miles, the athletic director, is trying to set aside some allegations by a player about being. He reported some things that were going on illegally, and he got chastised by his teammates, and the university was trying to sweep it under the rug. So that has come to light. So.
Tell me, I'm not familiar with Pryor deal. What is he trying to do now?
Well, Terrell Pryor played quarterback at Ohio State.
Yeah.
He and 4 others received benefits. They went to a tattoo parlor, got free tattoos. They sold autographs and memorabilia for cash and things of that nature. Coach Tressel evidently knew of it, did not report it. So the NCAA vacated the wins in 2010, and Coach Tressel ended up resigning because there were illegal stuff going on by the players. So,
but what brings it back up?
because of this name, image, and likeness, he said, "Well, now it's legal.
Yeah.
Well, we want those victories reinstated.
Sure.
Well, it was illegal back then.
Yeah, I mean, what does that teach a kid? I mean, that basically is basically going back on, you know, that they did something wrong, you know, and then you're going to let them basically 10, 12 years later get away with it. You know, it makes no sense to me.
Right.
It wasn't legal at the time. It's legal now, but I mean, I don't think there's any way they can go back and change it.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the funny thing about Terrell Pryor is Ohio State fans will always remember when he came in and saved the day against Troy of all teams.
That's
Troy
right.
was tied with Ohio State going into the fourth quarter. Jamie Hampton had an incredible game, probably the best game as Troy's quarterback, and Pryor comes in and leads them to a late score. And then I don't know if many fans have watched that game, but Ohio State had a punter.
Yeah, it kept
Averaged
inside
about 50 yards a kick and kept Troy inside the 10-yard line the whole third and fourth quarter.
If that punter had not done so well, Troy would have had the good field position to win the game. But he was outstanding. I remember he kicked 2 of them inside the 10-yard line, and in the fourth quarter, that really helped Ohio State win that game. We had a lot of fun that game. You know, here it is, go to Troy, and 102,000 fans at that stadium there at Ohio State.
Troy got to bring the band and watch them dot the I. Troy's band was there for that.
And that's very rare of who gets to dot the I.
Exactly.
An outsider very rarely gets to dot the I. I think Jack Nicklaus did one time because he graduated there. But got some trivia question for you as it relates to the All-Star game that was played last night.
I didn't even watch it. Did you watch it, Mike?
I didn't.
Yeah, the American League won again
I like that.
for the eighth time in a row. What father and son team have hit home runs in the All-Star games? There's 3 of them.
Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr.
That's one of them.
I'm going to say
One. The son has allegations about using steroids. The other. One combination.
A great home run hitter, Mike.
Played for
You
San.
know, this is father son there.
Yeah, father son. The youngest boy played for the Giants
Yeah.
and the Pirates. We got another caller. Good morning.
How you doing?
We got Will Matthews,
Barry, so that'd be Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonds.
Bobby
Yeah, that's
Bonds,
right.
and then last night Vladimir Guerrero
Oh, okay.
home run. He and his dad both did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guerrero Jr., Guerrero
Yeah.
Sr.
Will Matthews is,
How did Will do at the Domino Championship, Will?
You know, I was within 20 points of winning $10,000. I mean, I lost. I came in fifth in the singles. The guy that beat me won the tournament. Football coach from Texas.
oh, really?
And in the doubles, I drew a guy from San Antonio. He was not that good a player. But I did real well, and I got down to the end, and we were in the final game and lost by 20 points, and the team that beat us won the whole tournament. So, you know.
Well, you had fun, didn't you?
And I won the Friday night tournament, so I had a good. It was a profitable week.
Well, the Friday night,
What was the Friday night tournament?
You pick your own partner in that one.
yeah,
And
you won it.
I was not going to play in it, and there was a man from Mississippi that was looking for a partner. I figured, if he's from Mississippi, he's got to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Me and him, he was an older fellow, and
Well, you sure have made a reputation, man. That's been one of the top ones out there.
well, he sought me out and asked me if I'd play with him. I said sure, and
Well,
I had the McGriddle and the
I'll take a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
That's just what I had this morning. Egg McMuffin.
I had an egg McMuffin. Yeah.
Your dad gave me an egg.
It's like the Rick and Bubba show, and they used to go to the drive-thru and order for people.
Yeah.
Well, the Michael, the guy I played with was older than I am, and we did not lose a game Friday night. It was 2 out of 3 matches, and we won every match 2-0. We won every game. We did not lose a game.
Were y'all playing for money or just for fun?
Oh yeah, this was for cash. So that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no trophy on this.
Yeah, but y'all had fun, didn't you?
Had fun, had a good time.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy you took a picture of that had a full LSU Tiger suit on?
His name is Chris Altamont, and he lives in Baton Rouge now. In fact, I talked to him on the telephone yesterday. He's got 2 friends that want to go to the Masters next year. But I'm going to try to help them get tickets to the Masters.
Yeah.
I'd like 2 tickets to the.
I'm in the
Masters.
Masters lottery. I signed up for the lottery this year, like I did last year, and I'm hoping I get at least the practice run.
I've been in the lottery every year they've had it, and I ain't got one yet.
Yeah.
I've had 2 or 3 friends in Birmingham that won.
How about Bob? Did Bob go? Did he always get to go?
Do what now?
Did Bob always get to go? Your friend?
Well, not always. He didn't get to go. They didn't have fans. He didn't get to go.
Yeah.
These last
They only let members and guests last year.
Well, tell me about this new Vanderbilt golfer. I didn't know about him.
Who are you talking about, Mike?
There was a guy that played this past week. There was a Vanderbilt golfer, wasn't he? His name Lisk?
Oh, Luke List, yeah.
Yeah, did he go to Vanderbilt? Hello?
Trying to get his
He's
voice
married.
Trying to get.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, he's still at the
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have it your way.
Only Will Matthews could do
They'll
this.
give you about 20 napkins if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Just hang on a second.
I can't get fast food. Give me any nothing.
But
They'll load them down here in Florida.
This guy Luke List now was a pretty impressive golfer, and he's a Vanderbilt golfer, like Will was.
Snedeker.
Yeah, Luke came from Atlanta,
Okay.
and he's been struggling. He's not really doing that good.
Yeah. There was some funny names. One of them was what was that unusual name that I was wanting to ask you about? Gosh, I can't remember it, but it'll come to me.
Who you think's going to win the Open, Mr. Will?
I tell you what, I would think John Rahm's going to be the man to beat.
Boy, I tell you what,
Rahm.
it's competitive. It is really competitive. But Space, a lot of people think Space is playing as well as he's played lately.
I think he's done. He is just not. I don't know what happened to him, but he hadn't won anything in 4 or 5 years.
DeChambeau.
He won this year, Will. He won this year.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, he won in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
His home state.
But
Yeah, Speed's gonna be playing with DeChambeau and Brandon Gregg. They go off at 9:25 tomorrow.
boy, that's going to be a big gallery behind them a bit.
Other groups will be Shane Lowry, the past champion, John Rahm, and Louis Oosthuizen. I would be surprised if the winner came out of those three.
Yeah.
Some of them are teeing off like at 12:30 tonight or 1 o'clock. You know.
What is this P on
time.
Bryson DeChambeau's hat? What is that?
Puma.
Puma, okay. I was wondering what it was. But
And then if you want to watch Brent Snedeker, he's playing with Lucas Glover, who won this past week.
yeah, and the wonderful thing about it is, if you want to take a long nap today and get ready for it, you can watch golf from the British Open starting at about 12 o'clock midnight. Isn't that right?
About
Well, I
one.
mean, they're 6 hours ahead of us. So
Yeah.
so,
Will, I didn't talk to Colin McCreary. I think Colin is working that tournament.
no, he didn't go.
Oh, he didn't go? Okay.
No, he didn't go.
But it'd be interested to talk to him about his experiences over there.
Late in the day at 2:48 p.m., this is an interesting group. You got Mickelson, and remember this name. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy won it. Terrell Hatton, who's
Yeah,
the English player.
Mike, I've never heard of Terrell Hatton.
He's won a couple times over in the United States, but Kevin Kistner's also playing with this group. But remember the name Terrell Hatton. I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes in the top 5.
Oh, gosh, I never heard of him. But how about
That golf course is really tough, so it's going to be interesting to see what they shoot.
how about Brooks Koepka? Do you give him much of a chance?
You got to. He plays the majors great.
Yeah.
I don't think that over there. I don't think he's going to do that good.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that Brooks Koepka got his start on the European Tour. He played in Europe for 3 years and played all the courses over there before he made it to the PGA Tour.
Of course, our show's brought to you by Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks on the bypass. Boy, they've got inventory coming in every day.
It's a big sale
great,
this weekend.
Great sale, a huge sale today from Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks, and our good friend Jason Gregory.
I'll make this prediction. I'll predict that DeChambeau doesn't make the cut.
Yeah. But what's
If
happening?
if he hits his driver, he will not make the cut.
Yeah. Well,
He played horrible in the Open.
is this a power? The power guy.
Fairway golf. Fairway.
Or finesse guy.
No, you'll see guys, old guys, probably have a chance to win this.
This looks like a good shot for Louis to win it. Osen, however you pronounce it. Yeah. Oosthuizen would play this course real good, wouldn't you think?
What would be the winning score? -2, 3, 4?
you don't really know about the weather, and that's the thing. You know, half the field goes off in the morning, half the field goes off in the afternoon, and you could have horrible weather in the afternoon one day and great weather in the morning, and it might be the difference. You know?
Then it flipped.
Now let me ask you this big question: have you ever played this course?
I have not.
What courses have you played over there?
I've played all the courses in Scotland. Now this is in England.
Yeah, okay. Which is the biggest place, the best place to play, Scotland or England?
Oh, Scotland by far. It's not even close.
Why? You mean they just got so many more golf courses, or what?
Well, Scotland's got all their courses are right on the water. Now this one's on the water, but it's like off the water a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
And of course, which would you say is tougher to win in Scotland?
Well, they're all tough to win. I mean, you know.
But of course, you know, the Americans do not get to play these courses as much. You know, what we call them. Oh shoot! What kind of you know? Where there's no trees.
They're called links.
Links. That's what. Yeah, links courses. Well, see that's what most of the courses are over there. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what doesn't make any sense. You're playing the Ryder Cup for Western Straits, which is a links course in the United States.
But the United States has very few links courses on the tour. Isn't that right?
You got the California courses, and that's about it. You know, Pebble Beach, and you know the one in San Diego, Torrey Pines.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And that's a big advantage to the Englishman, I would think.
Well, sometimes they have the U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills. That's a links course.
Yeah.
And Kiel, where they just had the PGA, that's a link.
Yeah, that's a link. Yeah.
But
yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Nicholson played well in this tournament.
Yeah. So
he really started playing better in the Open the last several years of his career.
I think his percentages of hitting the ball in the fairway is not good enough to win. He's going to probably be in a lot of trouble, don't you think? He's
starting to hit his 2-wood pretty straight.
Yeah.
His what?
It's 2-wood.
I didn't know they made a 2-wood anymore.
And they make anything you want to get.
Yeah. Will, I want you to come.
What's so crazy is the technology today. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
These guys tinker so much with different clubs.
Will, I need to get somebody to play you, and let's go to Brundage and let y'all play 18 holes one day, or 9 holes.
I'll tell you, I haven't played Brundage in 40 years, probably.
I tell you what, I don't believe it's ever been in better shape than it is right now.
Yeah.
You know, Forrest on you know, of course, our guy here, he's made a big difference with that golf course. He's promoted it and done well.
Well, speaking of that, I begged my leave. I've got to go to work.
Okay.
William Shakespeare. I begged my leave.
Let's take a short break.
Yeah, stay with us, Will. We'll be back.
All right.
I begged my leave.
When it comes to surgery, precision is perfection. The very latest technology available ensures the best possible outcome. The Mako Robotic Arm-Assisted Surgery System is now available at Troy Regional Medical Center. Skilled orthopedic surgeon Dr. Robert L. Liljeberg and his team provide patients with faster recovery and better movement after a knee replacement surgery. When accuracy matters, you deserve the very best. Troy Regional Medical Center.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
This is my chart from Southeast Health.
And you're going to want to make it yours.
Not because it's free,
but because it's priceless. Because with my chart, you can schedule appointments online with your provider.
You can email your provider and get answers.
Get test results.
Refill prescriptions.
And manage your family's health care.
You know how we all want healthcare to be easier?
But no one seems to listen?
Well, someone did. Southeast Health.
To get your free My Chart app,
visit your app store or go to southeasthealth.org.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Gotta go.
Back to our show, we have Will Matthews on one line and Mike Amos on another line. Forrest had to go to work, so we appreciate him being here. Of course, we've got the British Open. A lot of people talk about it. Dustin Johnson, people sort of, he's the number 2 ranked golfer in the world, and people don't even talk about him anymore. Why is that?
I don't know. He's one of the favorites,
Yeah, and but
you talking about Dustin Johnson?
Yeah, you would think Rory McIlroy, but now McIlroy
hadn't won a major since 2014.
Yeah, McIlroy is from Scotland, though. I mean, excuse me, McIlroy is from Scotland instead of.
He's from Northern Ireland.
Yeah, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Are those? Did he grow up playing those good golf courses?
Oh yeah.
Are there a lot of them over there?
Mike, his daddy made a bet. You can bet on everything over there. His daddy made a bet when he was 11 years old. He made a bet that he would win the British Open by the time he was 30, and he put down like $500, and he got like $100,000.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Will, if you go over there and play these courses in England, what are you going to have to pay? $500 a round?
No. They're very affordable. I'd say all of them less than 100, except for the old course. The old course was $180 when I played it 3 years ago. $10 a hole.
Yeah. I have a hard time visualizing exactly how big a country Britain is. But would you say how many golf courses would you say are in Britain?
Oh, there's no telling.
Is there a real lot of them?
Oh yeah.
I mean, is it sort of if you went over there, could you have just a lot of fun playing golf?
Yeah, a lot of people do. They go on these golf trips, junkets.
Yeah. And,
my golf group we went in 17, I think, or 18. I can't remember which. We had a good time.
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture of Justin Thomas today. He's starting to muscle up a little bit. Have you noticed that? He looks like he's been hitting those weights pretty hard.
They all got personal trainers.
Yeah. Well, he needed to. He didn't weigh but 150 pounds. I bet he weighs 170 pounds now.
Yeah.
But
he'll be in the run.
So Great Britain has 60 million people, Dad, and that's the countries of England, Scotland, and Wales.
Okay.
The largest city is London, England, which I've been there. It's 9 million people.
Yeah. I've been there. I just wanted to know, how far are these golf courses apart of like Scotland compared to Britain?
Well, they're all along the coast. I mean, they're real close together.
Yeah. So, I mean, easy driving distance. I mean, could you go over there and play all those different courses? Yeah.
You rent a car and drive around. We rented a van, and it was not bad at all. Well,
again, we got to have I would love to see Mickelson do it, but I don't think he's got it in him. I say
Nicholson winning the PGA is. I mean, the odds of him winning that. I mean, I don't know what that was, but I mean, for him to win a major right before he turned 51, if he won 2 in a year at his age, it'd go down as the greatest sporting accomplishment in the history of sports.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course, Rahm. I reckon most people like Rahm, but I sort of like McIlroy. I think McIlroy has a good opportunity here.
I think you're gonna have a player, not an American win. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Well, of course,
so
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's the last major of the year, and then you got to get ready for the Ryder Cup, and then these other guys, they got to get ready for the Tokyo Olympics. They got a lot going on.
Oh yeah. Well, are we gonna have golf in the Olympics?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who are some of the American golfers?
DeChambeau, Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele,
Murakami.
Maybe, yeah, Colin Markov. That's right.
That's the 4, yeah.
Okay. Now they don't get anything for it.
They're not gonna have any fans at the Olympics.
Oh gosh. Well, these golfers, they don't get paid, do they? Just do it on.
Oh yeah, they do.
They do get paid.
Yeah,
they get paid a foul.
I would wonder.
That's how many commercials they'll do.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, they make money on this.
But this is a fun weekend, and if you love golf, and of course it all starts tonight at around 12 o'clock midnight, a little after. And will it be on the Sports Channel, or who's going to carry it, Mike?
Golf Channel.
Well, Golf Channel. Then I want to say ESPN always covers the Open, so I guess we'll find out. ESPN ABC.
Are you going to stay up for it, Will, or are you going to go to bed?
Actually, Michael, it's NBC this year. I don't know how they got it, but they got it.
Yeah.
So basically, you can wake up at 4 in the morning and it'd be on live.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. I woke up 4 this morning, and worst feeling in the world is to not be able to sleep.
Will, has your son moved from Washington, D.C. yet?
He's coming in August.
And he's going to live in Ozark, or where's he going to live?
Going to live in Ozark. He's bought my grandmother's old house, and they're redoing it.
Oh, boy, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's right there on College Street, or where?
It's on Broad Street, going right through the middle of town.
Okay. Of course, Ozark's a fine town. A lot of friends in Ozark, and I always look forward to seeing them at different events. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
I'll see you guys later. I got to run.
When it comes to surgery, precision is perfection. The very latest technology available ensures the best possible outcome. The Mako Robotic Arm-Assisted Surgery System is now available at Troy Regional Medical Center. Skilled orthopedic surgeon Dr. Robert L. Liljeberg and his team provide patients with faster recovery and better movement after a knee replacement surgery. When accuracy matters, you deserve the very best. Troy Regional Medical Center.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
This is my chart from Southeast Health.
And you're gonna want to make it yours.
Not because it's free,
but because it's priceless. Because with my chart, you can schedule appointments online with your provider.
You can email your provider and get answers.
Get test results.
refill prescriptions,
and manage your family's health care.
You know how we all want healthcare to be easier?
But no one seems to listen? Well, someone did. Southeast Health.
To get your free My Chart app,
visit your app store
or go to southeasthealth.org.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Oh man, isn't that wonderful? That show, and of course, want to mention finest guest, and who is the father-in-law of Neil Green, the sheriff here in Troy, and he had a big ceremony. Was it at the stadium or where?
Yep.
We lost Mike Amos, but I thought that was something that, yeah, there you go. He's going to be coming back on in a minute. But very nice ceremony for finest guest and retiring at the University of Alabama. And I reckon he is one of the last of the Bryant era folks there at University of Alabama. Of course, you take your pick. You got like John Ram, Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy, Jordan Speight, Justin Thomas. Everybody, a lot of my friends like Justin Thomas, and of course he played golf at Alabama and with a guy that we know pretty well, the Hamrick, Hunter Hamrick, who now coaches at Alabama. He and Justin Thomas were close friends. And Mike, you back on. We see you. Looking good. Do you need to shave? I don't know what the situation is here, but we'll try to get him in there in a moment. Of course, we appreciate Wiley Sanders Truck Lines being a strong supporter of our show, and also want to mention Bird Drugs on the corner in downtown Troy. Delicious breakfast this morning. You can smell that bacon a mile away. And of course, want to mention Troy Bank and Trust Company, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust Company, Bill Jackson Chevrolet Board, and we appreciate them so much. And they've been a partner on our show for I want to say the last 20 years, and we appreciate them very much. We're waiting on Mike Amos to come back on the air. A lot of people like Brooks Koepel. I have a hard time pronouncing that name, but he's a big, strong guy that had won the Open in 2017. So he definitely will be in the race. Of course, Dustin Johnson. Ram, as I mentioned, and of course, what did we have to get him here? Yeah. We'll take a. Okay. We're going to take a break. We've got a little bit of technical problems. We'll be right back.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
$29 down and payment as low as $99 a month. Yes! Now through Monday, $29 down and $99 a month. Yeah! $29 delivered. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop at PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance. Whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies, Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance needs.
Right now, you can join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. We're keeping things squeaky clean with tons of equipment and plenty of space to spread out while you work out. And check out the crowd meter in our free app to pick the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Join in club or at planetfitness.com.
Planet Fitness is open in Troy. Join now for 0 enrollment and $10 a month. Hurry, deal ends June 8th.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Back to our show, and of course, we've talked about the British Open because one thing about it, it's going to be televised. If you can stay up late, you can enjoy some great golf from the British Open. I want to again congratulate Troy's 3 teams that are going to the World Series. Now, there's still a few other tournaments out there, but the 6 and under, can you believe this now? Age 6, the 6-year-olds from Troy have won the state championship and are playing now for the World Championship in Mississippi. The 8 and under boys, these are guys that are 8 years old, they won the state championship, and they're playing for the World Series championship, also in Mississippi. And I just heard this recently that the Ozone team will also be won the state championship and will be playing for the national or the World Series of boys baseball, and it's going to be that's just quite an honor for Dan Smith's program in Troy to have already won 3 state championships. Let's go to our lines. Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry about that, Mike. Mike Amos is back with us. Mike, isn't that quite an honor for Troy to have a 6-year-old and under tournament team that won the state championship, playing for the national championship of boys and then 8-year-olds, which they're playing. Where's that place over there in Mississippi? Laurel, Mississippi.
I didn't even know I didn't even know they had World Series events for kids this young.
Oh, I know it. Hear this: 6-year-old kids playing in a tournament in Louisiana, and then the 8 and under championship team won the championship this past week by winning 3 straight games on Monday, and then they're going to play at Laurel, and then Ozone, Mike, is playing at Laurel too. So it's amazing these tournament teams from Troy that have done so well. And I watched a little bit.
I was looking at Troy University's roster in football. They've added a few more of the freshmen' names and what numbers they'll wear. Interesting name here is Clay Hawkins, 200-pound quarterback out of Bainbridge High School, Bainbridge, Georgia. He was a 3-year starter at Bainbridge High, led the Bearcats to 27-12 record in 3 seasons, including the Georgia 4A state championship in 2018. He's a 2-time All-Region. Led Bainbridge to the semifinal state playoffs as well in 2019. Completed 159 out of 283 passes for 2,004 yards and 24 touchdowns and just 7 interceptions. He was the 3-star recruit, number 54 overall quarterback in the country. ESPN had him as the number 42nd best quarterback in the country.
And just think of how many quarterbacks in the country, and this kid's the 43rd.
Yeah, his career at Bainbridge threw for 5,265 yards and 50 touchdowns. Also had another 15 rushing. So this is a freshman coming in. Of course, you're in the mix now. We got Jake Capri left the program to go start coaching at Strong. So this kid
You know, isn't it amazing?
Might see the field this year. You never know.
You know, that I've always said that Georgia probably plays some of the best high school football out there, and now we have 3 quarterbacks from Georgia. Of course, we got one from Taylor County, Georgia, Lee County, Georgia, and now Bainbridge, and all 3 are very good.
Also wanted to mention this kid. Anytime you get a kid out of Blunt High School, it's a big deal. Jarris Williams, running back, 5'10", 206-pound freshman. He'll wear number 21 for Troy. Of course, Troy's got back.
And where'd you say he was from? Blunt?
Blunt High School, yeah, Mobile.
Oh boy, good.
Last year at Blunt, he rushed for almost 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. He also called another 12 passes for about 300 and 2 scores. Rated as the number 23 running back by ESPN in the country.
Golly.
Number 12 player in the state of Alabama. 4-star recruit is what they're saying here. 3-star recruit by Rivals, 4-star recruit by ESPN, 24/7 Sports. Preseason All-American as a junior, he rushed for 1,700 yards.
This is a kid from Blunt. Kid from Blunt.
Yeah.
And boy, that's a good program.
Kid in mind, Jarris Williams. He'll wear number 21 for Troy. Trying to just give you some names of some of these new freshmen coming in. And also, Troy got a running back out of Northport, which I know very well. Tuscaloosa County High School.
Another good program.
Amos Taylor. Troy is just loaded at running back like I've never seen before. Of course, we said that last year as well. But 5'10", 210-pound running back, and he had really good numbers in high school as well, rushing for over 1,500 yards.
Oh, man.
That's another running back choice to follow.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. And they'll have the red shirt somebody, don't you think?
Yeah. Keep in mind that, Taylor is playing at a 7A school in Tuscaloosa County, too.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I tell you...
it'll be interesting to see, if some of these freshmen come in and contribute or...
Yeah. Tell us the 2 that we already have. One of them is a preseason.
Well, you got Kamani Vidal, who a lot of people think is going to be one of the best players in the Sun Belt. He's going to wear number 0.
Number 0. I can't believe they're going to let him play. He must be pretty good for him to let him play 0.
And this guy came on a lot last year. He's out of Gaston City, Gaston, Alabama. Shamonte Woods. 5'11", 215 pounds. He's going to wear number 1. He can fly.
Yeah.
So those are names you need to watch at running back. And then, of course, you got an old, reliable B.J. Smith coming back for 6.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Of course, B.J. Smith was the starter for 2 years and then got hurt before his ACL took his first year and then really never got back to 100%. But I would imagine B.J. will play a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
B.J. Smith's like 5'8", 5'9". He's weighing close to almost 218 pounds now.
Well, I tell you, it's amazing. Now, another kid we forget, and I don't know if he's still with the program, is the kid that transferred from Texas A&M.
The kid from Albertville is still on the team, too, that rushed for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
D.K. Billingsley.
Yeah, and now the kid from that transferred from Texas A&M.
Not Albertville, but Scottsboro.
Yeah. You know the kid that played at Texas A&M, Mike? Is he still in the program strong?
Yeah, he's still on the roster. Charles Strong, 6'1",
oh, boy.
240.
Gosh, Mom, you're right. I don't see where in the heck are they going to put these guys?
I mean, Troy's going to have a new offensive line coach, Luke Meadows, and you hope that we can open some holes for all these running backs.
And you're right. And, of course...
I mean, if you go back to the last season and you watch Troy play against NC State, I mean, they just absolutely manhandled them on defense. I mean, you were thinking after that game, I mean, man, is Troy going to win 8 or 9 games? I mean, and then, you really never saw the team play that well again. Maybe play close to that, I guess, at South Alabama late in the season. That was about it.
Yeah. But everybody else, from what I gather, they say Troy's going to be better, but the competition is going to be better too.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, it's not, they'll be reporting, well, they already have reported to the program, but they actually start practice on August 1st. That's not just 15 days away, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'll have, the off-season program going on with Rusty Witt, the strength and conditioning coach.
And a lot of people think that he's added to a lot to Troy's program that they've not had before, and a real motivator, they say.
Yeah, I think he's a former Marine, but the quarterback and the receivers, I'm sure they're out throwing passes, and running backs are out catching passes as well. And I'm sure these other guys are getting together on their own and doing individual drills. So just one of those type things that's really already here, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, of course we're excited about it. And of course, 2 more weekends, and we're there, aren't we? And it's amazing.
Yeah, once August gets there, you're definitely in football season. Of course, you got the NBA Finals going on.
And
that starts back tonight.
All right, and who do you like there?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pulling for the Suns. Milwaukee looked really good at home the other night, so I would think.
How bad they win that game? Was that a close game or what?
I think they won by 18.
Oh man! And did they play? Did they go back to?
They play tonight on ABC at 8 o'clock Central Time.
Where do they play the game? Where do they play that game? Phoenix?
No, 4-point favorite. They're playing in Milwaukee.
Okay, again. And who's the 4-point favorite? The
Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay, I got you. All right, that's going to be a great game this basketball.
Major League Baseball, the American League won 5-2 last night. So the Braves had some time to rest. They lost their best player, Ronald Acuna Jr., and lost his 24 home runs. So that's going to be hard to replace him. But maybe they can make a run. Maybe get into one of the wild cards. I don't think they're going to actually win the East this year, though.
Yeah, because baseball.
Also, Team USA bounced back in basketball and blew out Argentina last night, 108-80. So maybe they're turning things around.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, those games up to now are practice games, and hey, as long as you can learn a little bit, and now you ought to be in pretty good shape to win the thing. Hopefully. Yeah,
exhibition games is kind of how you kind of fill out your rotation.
All right, tell us when the
chemistry.
Tell us when the Olympics start. When do they start? Next week?
I believe 10 days from now, the Olympics start.
That's right. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and all of this is competing against so many different things: baseball and football, and it's going to be fun to watch. So I love track and field, and a lot of the
starts July 25th.
25th, and of course that will be happening in Tokyo. Is that right?
Yeah, the Met fans. I mean, that's going to be kind of weird, and then I guess opening ceremonies will be a little different. So yeah, it's going to be definitely a little bit strange to watch.
Let me tell you this: don't let anybody tell you any different. If you haven't had the shot, take the shot. You need both to be vaccinated, and it's free and easy to come by now. Please be responsible and get vaccinated. Anybody from 12 and up, get vaccinated.
Now it's saying the date's July 23rd, so I guess we are under 10. July 23rd, August 8th. Sports involved in the Summer Olympics are archery, artistic swimming, badminton, baseball, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, diving, equestrian, fencing, football, which is highlighted soccer, golf, gymnastics, handball, hockey, judo, karate, modern pentathlon, rowing, rugby sevens, sailing, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling.
Golly.
Sports.
Oh boy, you're right. You're right. You know, you worked with the Olympics. You know, when it was in Atlanta and all of that.
Yeah, I could. Oh, that summer in Atlanta, working for the Olympics, we experienced some crazy stuff.
Yeah, the bombing. You liked to have been right in the middle of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I was actually listening to that band when it happened, and then all the stories we're working with all these former retired FBI agents.
Yeah.
You know, we were looking for counterfeit goods because the Olympics was sponsored by Haynes and Champion, so you could only have that on the logos of you know, all the memorabilia, all the items being sold, and people were coming in, all these little vendors setting up throughout the streets of Atlanta and every little market, every little hole in the wall trying to sell counterfeit goods. And that was our job, to go around with these guys and report what we found through our little walkie-talkie. Of course, this is before cell phones or anything like that. The next thing you know, they'd come and confiscate all their goods. So it was a interesting job, to say the least.
Okay, get ready for some golf. It's starting at midnight tonight, and of course it should be.
Yeah, that's going to be coverage early in the morning on the Golf Channel.
Yeah, no question about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mike, we appreciate you being there to support us on our show.
I'm battling a head cold this week. It's been rough to get over. I'm finally starting to feel a little better.
Well, good luck to you, and have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow bright and early for Today in LA. See you, and take care.
Bye-bye.